So be on scene 5, take 1. Same person. Don't you say my name? No, Dr Kiran Morjaria. FY1 doctors can do a few things to supplement their basic pay. Now, the most common things that people are doing are taking extra shifts. These are called locum shifts or bank shifts. And as an FY1 doctor, you have a provisional registration to practice. This means you can only do these locum shifts or extra shifts in the hospital you're doing your training in. As an FY2 doctor or above, you're able to do this anywhere you want because you've got a full registration to practice. Let's say there's a weekend gap because someone is off sick. The trust might email around all of the FY1 doctors and ask, is anyone available to work this weekend? They'll tell you what the shift is, what the hours of the shift are, and what the pay of that shift is. And it will normally be given at an hourly rate. And it's generally a pretty good rate. Any extra or locum shifts are taken in addition to your normal duties. So let's say you normally would work a weekend, you might get that Monday off as a post-call day, as a day to just relax. If you've taken that as a locum shift or an extra shift, that means you're going to be working quite a few days in a row without getting that rest day. That can turn into a really long stretch of working days. Although I know it is so tempting to go for that money, there's a few things that you need to consider before taking that shift. First of all, consider the value of your free time, because really you don't get much of it as a doctor, and you might need those days off. Consider your health, and also consider that a lot of that money is going to be eaten by tax, by normal tax, by NI, by student loans, by pension. Is what's left of that worth taking that extra shift for? All doctors are part of the European Working Time Directive. This is a set of rules that basically makes working safe for doctors. It means that you're limited to how long a shift can be, how many breaks you get within a shift, and how long the breaks are between shifts too. If you're taking on extra work, let's say you're taking a locum shift, you will be asked by your trust to opt out of the European Working Time Directive, and that's a normal thing for them to do. Now here's a top tip if you are working locum shifts. You can sometimes negotiate with your rota team to get an extra day off. So you can say to them, yes, I'm happy to work that weekend, but would you give me that Monday off? Now it doesn't cost them anything to give you that Monday off. If the ward is well staffed, then why wouldn't they be able to give you that Monday off? And you still might be able to get paid for that weekend shift. It doesn't work all of the time, but it's worth trying out. There are also loads of other ways that junior doctors can make money on the side of working in a hospital. Doctors can tutor in things like A-level and tutor people who are trying to get into medical school. You can take this a level further and create a course, and you may even have attended a course yourself at some point. You can even package up your notes, all of those notes that you spent so long making, make them look nice, and see if you can sell them to people. I know that if I was in that situation, I would buy them from someone who's done that before. And I know this has been a lot of information, so if you've forgotten any of it, you'll be able to download everything after this workshop in the FY1 Survival Guide.